Hey, what's up? It's Joe. Welcome to my 5 Minute Friday for October 25th. So this week I did a really fun Ask Me Anything, also known as a Q&A in the old school sense, at a company. And it's a pretty big company. And like most big companies, they're saddled with a lot of tech and data debt. And in this specific case, uh, you know, we'll just say that there's a bunch of legacy SSIS jobs that needed to be migrated. Seems like there's still a lot of work to do. In this case, the migration seemed like it was lift and shift. This happens often. And, I've seen this played out at many other companies where, we'll pick on SSIS for a bit. Great tool, but, and it's everywhere, right? But the code can, like a lot of code, can be indecipherable, especially when the team that wrote that code is no longer there. There's very little documentation about what the code does and so on and so forth. And, I've seen situations where there are just thousands and thousands of SSIS jobs and stored procedures and all kinds of stuff. And again, it's a giant rat's nest. Nobody understands it. I kind of equate it to if you were handed a ticking time bomb with about 1 million wires and you had no idea which wire went to what. You're probably better off just like setting it aside and like getting away from it as quickly as possible versus trying to diffuse it. And this is how I feel a lot of these legacy workflows are. I mean, they're running the business. There might be some understanding of what they do, but if you understood what they did, the chance of migrating them to something a bit more, quote, modern would be easier, right? But a lot of situations, these applications and this code is, it's again, indecipherable, right? And so, and it got me thinking about this article that Amazon published, August 1st, 2024, where they talked about using their Q developer agent. It's a large language model. I haven't actually tried it, but migrated tens of thousands of production applications from Java 8 to Java 17, representing a savings of over 4,500 years of development work and saving, I think an estimated $260 million annually, which is pretty cool, right? So, and you couple this with other statistics about technical debt and just how much there is out there. I think what's one stat that McKinsey estimates, that 15% to 60% of every dollar spent on IT, goes towards tech debt. So that's a pretty big range. It's about a 45 point swing, but you get the idea. Tech debt's everywhere. A lot of this involves refactoring, migration, and so forth. And I think this is actually the perfect use case for LLMs. Everybody's been trying to figure out, how do I incorporate AI into my business? And my response is always, well, where is there a lot of human toil where it's going to take years, decades, or more to alleviate this toil, and in this case, technical debt. This is a perfect use case for it. There are, I don't even know how many companies I've seen that just have, again, just piles and piles of code that should be rewritten, should be improved. These exist as backlog tickets, and they'll never be attended to, right? I mean, because there's always a new priority, always a new feature to ship, and I think there's certain approaches to this. You can continue to pile up the backlog. This might serve the purpose of highlighting how underwater your team is and so forth. On the other hand, there's certain people that will advocate just burning it all down to the ground, just delete the entire backlog, and I guess whatever pops up as an issue, I guess it's a real issue to deal with. So I guess that depends on your appetite for dealing with burning down or keeping your backlog. I don't really carry the way, but I would encourage you to look at using large language models, maybe like Claude, whatever OpenAI has. Even Gemini, but the whole suite of them, I think that, these are well suited to code migration. Amazon demonstrated this, right? And you can see it playing out. People are using Copilots, which I think are having mixed success. But when you're talking about code migration, I think this is a bit different because, it's sort of a Hail Mary pass at its worst, and definitely beneficial at its best. And so, but as I see the amount of tech debt out there that just will remain untouched, why not, right? Why not? So anyway, you're looking for a use case for AI in your company. There it is, right? There's a ton of money that's spent on IT every year. I think what is mostly between 1% and 5% of corporate budgets go to IT, and if 15 to 60% of those dollars go to tech debt, and that tech debt, is just insurmountable, then yeah, I would be looking for any solution possible to speed this up. So anyway, I know tech debt isn't just code migrations and so forth, but in my experience, that's a part that people just don't want to touch. They got other things to work on. So let the bots do it, right? Obviously under human supervision. So anyway, what's going on? No newsletter this weekend. I'm on my way to Finland over the weekend for Helsinki Data Week. That's going to be a lot of fun. Like I keep saying, Finland's got an amazing data scene, and it's cool to be a part of that. What else is going on? After I get back from Finland, I'll be going to Austin, Texas on, speaking on the 7th on a panel with Carly Taylor, Jepson Taylor. We're going to talk about all sorts of fun things. I might ask them if they're related. Just kidding. Who knows? They're both my unhinged friends. So, yeah. And what else? The week after that, going to be in Pittsburgh, speaking at Carnegie Mellon. Then the 13th of November, I'm going to be in New York City at Data Galaxy's Tech Summit. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then right after that, going to Europe, be in Amsterdam on, the 21st, I think I'm speaking. Then I'm at the Forward Data Conference on, let me see the date here. It's a Monday. On the 25th, this is when I'm speaking there. So after that, I think about reInvent the following week, and then I think I'm in Korea the week after that. So anyway, week after week after week after week, travel. Yeah. So anyway, just going to be cranking on the book. I think the due date on that is going to be early 2025 now. It's I think I feel good about the cadence I'm in. I just want to make sure like we're focusing quality, not just shipping to ship it as well. But it's going to be out. Hoping to make an announcement at a Day-to-Day Texas about that. So anyway, if you happen to be there, check it out. Great event. Anyway, that's 5 minutes. It turned into 8 minutes. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And if you catch me on the road, I'll see you there. Bye-bye.